Hello.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chloeost, and I really need an intro. Like, top of the morning, ladies. My name is guys. Or, hello guys, my name is Bear. But I have still no intro, but whatever. Well, who cares? I at least have an outro, but in this video, I'm gonna go over the top 5 Black Ops 3 Zombies brought back weapons. So, what does this mean? Well, this means that in Black Ops 3 there were a lot of new weapons, but there were also some old weapons that we saw in other zombie games. Some weapons are just exactly the same, like the Wunderwaffe, the Thunder Gun, and the PPSH, or the Tomy Gun. But there were also some that were a little bit reskinned, like the HG40, that was actually the MP40, or the F4, what's the FAMAS, or the bootleg was actually the Type 200. And I'm including all of them, so I will including the bootlegger, the F4, PPSH, Thunder Gun. Those will all have a chance to be in this spot. I'm excluding the ray gun because, well, that's in every zombies game, so well, it isn't really fair. But I have enough talking. Hope you enjoy. Alright, thanks for watching it. Yeah, enjoy. So coming in at number 5, we have the Tomy Gun, or the M1927. So this gun was originally introduced in Mob of the Dead. And later introduced in Origins, but that was all we saw. But it returned in the last DLC map, Revelations. And I gotta say, they made it a little bit better. It has more ammo this time. It already had a ton of ammo, like 50 in one clip. But what was so great about this weapon is it wasn't the damage. The damage isn't the greatest, but because there's so much ammo, it was actually just one of the best point weapons you could ever have. And even back with the double packer punch, it will still be great. Yeah, it's an amazing, how do you say it? Double points gun. It was an amazing points gun on Mob of the Dead and Origins, and upgraded was also very good. It had a lot of ammo. The damage is where it kind of lags, I believe, but because of the fast fire rate, that will kind of make up for it. And it isn't even close to the best gun in the game, but it is definitely a very good gun, and that's why it comes in at number 5 this time, because it's a very cool gun. It was very cool to see it back actually. I was like, holy shit, they brought the Tomy Gun back, and maybe it's kind of random, but I don't care because it's very cool to see. Definitely with the Mob of the Dead returning in this map for a little bit. So coming in at number 4 this time, we have the Wunderwaffe. So the Wunderwaffe was introduced in Shinonuma in World at War, and it was the first Wonder weapon to ever be introduced. The ammo, and later it was also brought back to Call of the Dead, and in the DLC 4 map pack Moon with all the other World at War maps. And we didn't see it in Black Ops 2, and then we saw it again in the giant remake of the Reese, and we saw it back. In the beginning it was trash. It was so bad, they didn't kill him. It was like, it doesn't even shoot electricity, it just shoots like some winds, that's actually it. And it was so bad. But they've patched it, and now it is very, very good again. It's almost the normal version, and it's very good again. The ammo of this weapon is 3 to 26, I believe, or 18. 3 to 18, and when you pack a punch, it becomes 6 to something. At least it's more. When I first saw it, I was like, holy shit, they bring the Wunderwaffe back. And I was like, it was very like, I really want to see it again. But because it wasn't very good, it kind of was like, oh, they brought it back, but it's trash right now. But later they made it better again, and now it's very good again. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh shit, they brought it back. I already said that. Very just that it isn't the best Wonder weapon. It's definitely one of the best. Definitely a very good one. And it was amazing to see this map even return again, and the weapon with it. So coming in at number 3, we have the FFR. The FFR is introduced in Wunderwaffe DLC 3 of Black Ops 3, and it is actually a reskinned version of the FAMAS in Black Ops 1. The FAMAS wasn't very good in Black Ops 1. It didn't have much ammo. It was already very low. All the other assault rifles had much more, but it was also not very good. It had a very fast fire rate. So it didn't have much ammo and it had a very fast fire rate, and that isn't a good combination. So you run out of ammo very quickly. And I've only picked a punch it once, and yeah, it's not good actually. There's a lot better. The damage is pretty good from the FAMAS, but because of the ammo, it wasn't very good. But the FFR, it has a less fast fire rate, I believe, and in the clip it has 20 less bullets. But in the overall, it has so much more ammo, and it is just amazing. It's one of the best assault rifles, I believe, the FFR. It's so good, and I believe the damage. Some people say it's maybe even better than the reskinned PPSH, and I can see where they come from because it's so good. The damage is amazing, the ammo is amazing, everything about it is just amazing. And they reskinned it and they made it 10 times better. And it was very cool to see it return, especially because they made it so much better. So that's why it comes in at number 3. So coming in at number 2, we have the good old OG Tomy Gun. So the Tomy Gun was introduced in Kino de Toten Black Ops 1. Little known fact, Kino de Toten was actually going to be DLC 4 map pack for World at War, but because of time, they couldn't like bring it to the market, so they put it in Black Ops 1, first map with 5. The Tomy Gun is known as one of the best Wonder weapons, but actually it's not one of. It definitely is one of the best, but well, we all know that it's the best for when you're in a hiding spot, like when you're cornered and you shoot this gun once, it just blows them away. But the one thing that everybody hates is the ammo. It only carries 2 and 12 ammo, and that's not much, especially for the higher rounds and for the good players. It's not that good. And I first was a big fanboy of it, but after I realized it didn't have much ammo, I was like, oh, it's still amazing. Just the ammo, it lacks in ammo. When you upgrade it, you get 424, so it was a lot better. So it was only in Black Ops 1 with Ascension, in King of the Toten, and also in remake of Nocturne and Toten Black Ops 1. We didn't see it in Black Ops 2, and we didn't see it for the longest time in Black Ops 3. But they returned it. They returned it in Revelations, and I gotta say, when I first got it, the recording messed up there. When I first got it, I was like, what the fuck? I was so freaked out. I couldn't believe my mind because they brought it back. And it's actually a little bit better. The damage, well, it is the same. It's unlimited damage, so that doesn't really matter. The ammo is the same. First you walk, I don't know, there's a difference, but there's one difference, because in Black Ops 1 there was like this glitch that sometimes they won't kill them and then you're doomed. But with Black Ops 3 there's no glitch, so it's actually a little bit better, and it was so good. It was such a fan favorite, and they just brought it back, and it's so awesome to see that in Revelation, especially in the last map. They brought fan favorite Wonder weapon Tomy Gun back, and that was just amazing to see. It's a great Wonder weapon, and it looks amazing with the new Pack-a-Punch camo. That comes in at number 2. So the honorable mentions go to the H340 and one other gun. The H340 was a reskinned version of the MP40 that was introduced in World War. It was brought back in Black Ops 1 and was brought back in Black Ops 2 Origins. The H340 has a lot more ammo. It has a lot more ammo, but in the community it's known as one of the worst versions of the MP40 because the damage isn't very good. But that's why it is honorable mention, because a lot of big zombie YouTubers like Smith Plays, MrXY, and Noah J or whatever. I don't know if Noah J likes it or not, but it's not very well good in the community. Other honorable mention goes to the bootlegger, what's the reskin version of the Type 200. And this is a very underrated gun because the damage is very good. Range very good. The ammo, it's meh. The ammo it's okay, I guess. And I really love that they brought it back. It's a very nice gun. The looks are really cool. It looks so good. But I didn't understand why it's $2,000. That's way overpriced, I believe. It's really overpriced. There are better war weapons than this gun that are cheaper. So I don't get why it's that what do you call it? I don't know why it's so expensive. You know, it's a little bit too expensive, and it's an okay weapon, and it's fun to see it back. But anyways, coming in at number 1 should have been the PPSH-41. Well, every zombies player knows PPSH. It was introduced in World War and was only in World War. It was known as the best weapon ever because it had the capacity of an SMG, so you run really fast with it. It has the ammo of an LMG, so it has a ton of ammo. 71-466, I believe. It had the range of an assault rifle, so it can shoot very far. It has the damage of an assault rifle, so it actually has the good thing of every sort of SMG, LMG, assault rifle, and they all mixed together, and you get a PPSH. And we haven't seen it in Black Ops 1 and in Black Ops 2, and it was very disappointing. And we hadn't seen it in, and there were like files that say that code that it could be in Zetsubo Machine, but it wasn't. But then the trailer of Gold Trophy dropped, and the box rolled, and at the end there was the PPSH. I freaked out because I've never used it before. I've never played World of War, so I was like, holy shit! I'm finally going to see how the PPSH feels like. And every zombies YouTuber freaked out because they finally got the PPSH back, and it was such a fan favorite, and people were just hyped and they freaked out because they were so happy it was coming back, because people were asking and begging for it, and that's why they brought it back. The PPSH was back, and they say it's a little bit worse than the non-PPSH. But it is still amazing. It is still has all the things combined, and it's still amazing, especially with new Pack-a-Punch skin. It looks so awesome. Yeah, and it was just amazing. It was so cool to see it back. Fortunately, it wasn't only in Gold Trophy, but it was the Russian map with a Russian weapon and Nikolai. Here you got the what gun, the PPSH mod. But anyways, that was the top 5 brought back weapons. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Let me know what your favorite weapon is that was brought back. And I'm also later going to do a top 5 weapons that I would have loved to see back. So let me know what your favorite weapon is that they brought back. Let me know what you think of the video. Subscribe to Cloyo, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. We'll make slide on it. You will see his danger. Magic little wicked bitch.